Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On first down, Swift, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play and who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
You go tight. You got tight. Let it go. Check.
On third down, Swift, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
53, Mike, 53. Here we go, here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
To throw on second and 6. Jackson is into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That's right, baby. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now down around his goal line. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. 53 is mine. I'm trying to collect.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 43. Check. Fresno.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Don't get nervous. Tight dog. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, watch this. Hayward. Check 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st down, Swift, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike, you don't want that. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. 66. Pull it. Half. Over. Go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. No chance. What? Go. 3 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Ready? Get the flag. You got nothing today. You got nothing. He's checking. Wrong. Max, up. Check.
They'll try the left side. Swift. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. That's it. Go. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'm scared. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I got you, boy. Check.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, they're trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Tighten up. Let's go. 53.
From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make it 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
180! He's coming. Oh, you got deep? Check it out, Reed. Hey, watch this. Real. Alert! Hey, Steve 6. Watch out!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check. Get along. West. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Lucky. Slam. Ready. Go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Not today, you are. Come on. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming. Hustle.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, alert. Check 13. Mike, check. Hey, Haywood. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, man. 59. Mike's 59.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Lambeau will put this one through. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give them a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Taylor. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 58, Mike. Ain't no, hey, Orbit. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
I'm going back to 61. Matchbox lights.
Taylor.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Set. 70 ending. Check. Big punch. Wait. Sponge. No. Mike, 53. No. 53. Mike. Ricky. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
I got you. Back. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Been a long day for you. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill.
Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Right here, right here.
Now it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check, 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 check. Hey, heel. Turn up.
They run the counter. Swift. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 36, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Echo. Shoot. Put up.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check. 66. Pull it. Half.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. 53's mine. Yeah. Bang it. 61. Let's box. Right. 53.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On third down, Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And some room to roam now. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Here we go.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second down.
180. Tight end right. Everyone go forward down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
The score, Browns 24, Ravens 13.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're not ready for this.
On second down now, Swift. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
King. Recon, 132-5, done.
On 1st down, Taylor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go, D. Watch the ship. Get him on. West. Ship. Watch the ship.
One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys. Execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Browns, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.